What's that?
What do you think? Is she a big girl? I missed you. Is she a big girl?
You be good in that book? Do she be good in that book? Mama, do she book?
Well, yeah, at some point. Is she fluffy? She's kind of like a big pillow. I missed you. He's never even met her. Oh, they like kids. I want her to sleep with me. I knew he'd say that.
Can I have it in my bed?
I don't think she's been around little kids before. She's probably like, you guys are my size.
Hi, Mommy. Mommy.
Aww. She likes you. She's trying to give you kisses. There's the boy. That's our buck. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. He's so cute. We had a long ride, huh?
Mama.
Yeah.
Mommy, I like
You like Marley? What about Aspen? Mama's thinking Aspen. Oh, the new little duckling who we had a cayuga mating with our pekin, and this is what we got. Look at its stripe. Is that a stripe? Oh my goodness. Too funny. Let's get him back under the heat lamp. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to Rocky Mountain Homestead. We're home. We got a little diva here. She is something else, you guys. Well, I did say that we added some new little critters, and this little girl is one of them. Actually, little girl, she's huge. She's a big girl, but we did add some new critters actually today, and I'm going to take you guys along and share them. But I'm pretty sure my name's Aspen. Huh? Did we settle on Aspen? I think it's going to be Aspen. I've been trying to think of a name, and I love the rustic-y, mountain-y type names, especially where we live. But I looked at her, and I'm like, I think we're going to name her Aspen. But we just picked her up today, so she can finally go home. She will be 10 weeks tomorrow. So tomorrow is Father's Day, so she is a big girl. See, I'm a big girl. She's kind of a big deal. She definitely already is a little bit of a diva. So, she has been raised at this point with goats, which is good. She's been raised with meat goats actually. So I think you'll fit right in. I think she'll fit right in with our Nigerian dwarf goats. I just need to kind of get her integrated. I know, I'm going to take her out. Hold on. Anyway, she wanted to get down. So I think she's going to do really well with the goats. I'm going to introduce them slowly. But, sorry, I got some fur on my mouth. She has not been around chickens or ducks or turkeys, which is the other animals that we have that I'm kind of concerned about. So I'm going to integrate her slowly with them and just keep her with them. As far as the first night, I'm not quite sure if we're putting her outside tonight or keeping her indoors. She really needs a bath, and I kind of want to bathe her because she has been in a barn with a lot of other goats, and she needs a bath. She probably needs a bath, so I don't want to mix for biosecurity purposes. I'm going to get her bathed up. I got some good shampoo for her, and I think I'm going to be taking her inside, giving her a bath. But I just wanted to let you guys know some of the animals that we're going to be adding onto our homestead. So Aspen, I'm pretty sure I'm set on that name, Aspen. She is a Great Pyrenees, and that has been something that I've been on the fence with adding to our home since we bought our house. When I kind of found out there's a much heavier presence here of bears and mountain lions, that was definitely that was definitely a concern of mine, especially with the kids. Now we have our animals outdoors. We have cameras all over our property. We have so many cameras with motion lights. We can speak through them. So, you know, we're pretty set up as far as security goes. All our stuff's really hot. Everything's electrified, and we have a straight shot from our kitchen and bedroom of all our animals. But they recently, I don't know. We've had a lot more mountain lion activity, I will say. And with the kids outside, I really want something that can alert us before, you know, cameras go off or anything like that. So I thought a Great Pyrenees would be a really good idea. And also, they reintroduced wolves to the area, and I'm really not happy about that. A lot of people are not happy about that. And I'm not thrilled. And they have been tracked. One of my bees is on my windshield. They have been tracked not too far from us, which is not really comforting. I love animals. I love wildlife and living among wildlife. I'm not a fan of wolves at all, though. Those things are mean. I'm not thrilled with them being in the area now, but that is it. Just sometimes comes with the territory, even though they were reintroduced. So just having a little bit extra security, I think, here will give me the peace of mind. Great Pyrenees is one of the animals that we added in, and I'm absolutely thrilled. She actually wasn't raised around kids. She was just raised in a barn with goats, and you could tell, like, when she saw my kids, and I'll put some footage in here, but when she saw our kids, she just lit up. She was basically sleeping the whole time she was with us. We went to Home Depot, we went to PetSmart, we went to Murdoch's, and she kind of just wanted to sleep the whole time. But she is such a sweetheart, and as food driven as I've heard these dogs are, she did really good. Mike and I actually had to get Chick-fil-A and eat on the road, and she was in my lap and surprisingly didn't even go after my food. So that's a really good sign, because our chocolate lab Copper, the first one that we got, I happened to be eating Chick-fil-A after I got him. We got him from Sterling, Colorado, so he was like three and a half hours or something away from us at the time, and we had brought him home. But I was eating too in the car, and he like didn't even have an interest in trying to take my food. So that's a really good sign in my opinion, because he turned out to be an absolutely incredible dog. All our dogs are. But anyway, so Great Pyrenees, I'm just watching her. She's laying on the ground out in the wind. It's a lot cooler up here than where she was. So anyway, we had to bring her home today. I am so excited to add her into the family, and so you're probably going to be seeing a lot more of Aspen in my videos. What you doing? What you doing, girl? These guys are like, what does that smell, Mom? What is that? What do you smell? Get down. Down. Manners. Sit. Yeah, they're going nuts. They know something's new, huh? You know something's new. Pop her down. Anyway, I'm going to get these guys out because I've been gone for a couple hours, and they have been in the house for a couple hours without going potty. So I'm going to get them out. Come on, guys. And I'll introduce you to the new animals in a minute. All right, for our next critter, we got to put the mucking boots on. By the way, these are the best mucking boots I've ever had. Out of all the years I've bought mucking boots, these are our favorite mucking boots, so much so that we bought our kids them as well. So I have an affiliate link, and I'll leave it down below. So this is one of our newest critters, and I need to come up with a name for him. So he is a registered buck that we actually got from Cheyenne, Wyoming. I have a really noisy goose next to me, do not mind. But anyway, he is an absolute sweetheart. And he is going to be the one to breed our does. We just couldn't really find bucks around here that can be service bucks. So we're like, we're just going to get our own. And that's what we did. So he's separated from the does. You like your new neighbor? He's got a little growing up to do. But anyway, just got him today. And he is just an absolute sweetheart. So we were originally going to keep a wether for him, one of our two bucklings, but they actually both sold. Hold on, I wonder if I can hold this without messing up the camera. They both sold. So I was going to have a wether for him, and I might still get one, but we have him as our buck. And then out of the does, I have two doelings that are available. somebody had emailed me actually twice this week, but they never emailed back. So I'm thinking, I spoke more to the lady that I got him from today. We kind of had an in-depth talk a little bit about like the milk supply, because Laverne and Shirley have not been milked yet. They haven't even been bred. And these other two mamas, I haven't even milked them yet. I'm going to start pulling babies at night so I can milk in the morning. And then when the babies are all weaned, then milk twice a day. But so I really don't know what my milk supplies are going to be from these two. The lady that I got my buck from, she said she gets about a gallon between two of her does at a time. So with one milking. So she's like, you know, we were talking a little bit. I was talking to her because she has had goats for a really long time. And I was like, for a family of 10, my kids go through like 2 gallons of milk a day. I want to have a consistent milk flow. I also want to make goat cheese. And I also want to get back into something I did a long time ago, a couple years ago now. I did goat's milk soaps and goat's milk lotions. And I outsourced that because obviously I didn't have goats at the time, and that takes up such a smaller amount of milk, but I wanted to be able to kind of get into that again. I've been busy. I've been doing some things behind the scenes. So I have been a little bit not consistent with showing up here, but I have to prioritize what's really important in my life. And right now, the things I'm trying to do on the side kind of need me to be all in and committed time-wise, so I can get some things up and running. So I try showing up here when I can. I'm trying to be consistent, but I do have a lot in the background going on. There's a lot going on, and especially right now, like we just got the greenhouse finished, so I'm really excited about that. I'm to go next week to a really big nursery down the hill from us and pick out our fruit trees and some more plants for the greenhouse. So we're getting that wrapped up to where I can actually garden in it this year. That was my goal. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's so cute. You want to come sit with me? He is so sweet. My husband actually picked him up when we got him, and he literally just laid in my husband's arms. He is such a sweetheart. You are, aren't you? Oh my gosh. He's a little lover. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the greenhouse. So we are trying to grow in that this year. I'm trying to grow in that this year. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We're going to get some plants and grow what we can the first year around. So it feels kind of rushed because, I mean, we're already well into June. It feels a little rushed, everything we're trying to do, but it's going to be a really productive summer. We just knocked out a bunch of goals that we had for years, and we're just kind of combining it all in one summer. So there's a lot of busyness, and like I said, I have things going on the side that I'm also trying to do. So just showing up here, I'm trying to keep consistency because I know that's really important with YouTube, but at the same time, I'm like just prioritizing kind of what's important right now to do, like where my time needs to be the most. And with some of the goals that I have by the end of the summer, I kind of need to spend my time a little bit elsewhere. So I might just do some more day in the life videos. Those are a lot easier for me to do, although sometimes it's so chaotic. I'm worried like people, I'm worried that people are going to be like, this is a little chaotic, because I've done some day in the life videos where people have made comments before and they're like, your video seems really scattered. And I'm like, well, that's kind of like my everyday life. So on the really, really busy days, like there's times I want to film and I'm just like, I would probably overwhelm people with how busy we actually are. So anyway, I just wanted to take you guys along and share with you our critters today. All right, you guys, so the greenhouse is pretty much almost done. We're waiting on some panels for right there. If you can see, we were short just that area. So those are coming in, but it is absolutely gorgeous. My goats see me. I am so happy to finally have it completed. I cannot wait to start gardening in it. So right here, we're going to probably put some hanging baskets. We bought some hooks today at Home Depot. And have a little chair out here. I can relax while the kids play on the playground. And then one of those log cabin, they're actually historical. One of those 2 log cabins back there is going to be like a shed with all my materials to store for the greenhouse. But anyway, so that is the overhang porch. And then you got some windows here, which we're keeping the door open. Actually, we bought some hardware today for it, but we're keeping it open because this is going to be off-gassing for a little while. It's pretty strong in here. So I am so thrilled. You guys have no clue. This has been a dream of mine. I mean, I've wanted to garden for like basically our whole marriage, like going on 16 years. And to finally have this, like just to grow, and I'm so happy. And so we have the raised bed right here. We have sections, and then it goes in a kind of U shape. And then it kind of just loops back around, trying to angle you guys okay here. But it's got, yeah, the windows for ventilation, and up here, that is the ceiling. I think it came out absolutely just gorgeous. I love, love, love it so, so much. And then he put these like braces here because our winds are so ridiculous. And a lot of people get those big commercial up to 100-something mile per hour windproof greenhouses here, and they're garbage. You can spend thousands on them and they just get shredded all the time. We see them. So yeah, this is it, you guys. I am so thrilled with how it turned out. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I cannot wait to garden in here. One thing he was talking about, so obviously like on this side, let me step back here. Obviously on this side, we're probably going to put, one of my bees is already in here. We're probably going to put taller plants here. So what we were talking about, we might not do it this year because this was quite an investment, and my husband's got so much funds wrapped up on a huge job right now. So this was a lot, and he hired his guys to also work because he just didn't have the time to do this himself, obviously with work going on. So they've done this in between jobs, but this was quite a project financially. So we are probably going to wait till next year. I'm fine waiting till next year, but we're probably going to have like a big shelf that comes out along that edge, depending on how high my plants. I do measurements of how high. I'm probably just going to grow tomatoes and stuff like that back there and peppers, but depending on how high, we might have another shelf coming up that'll give us another level to be able to grow along and have like some big pots up there or something like that. And then up here we actually bought some really big hooks to put some hanging plants from these beams. Guys, you don't even understand. I am so happy. This has been a dream of mine for a long time. And it's just, finances and time. When you have the money, you don't have the time. When you have the time, you don't have the money. And that's kind of the story of our life, little by little. But this year is the year. I mean, we literally just got 4 animals back to back within the same day. I mean, this is a lot we're trying to do, but we're just trying to get things done so we can just be situated and start slowing down and enjoying things, and not just constantly be having to build something or have these projects we want to do. We just want to kind of knock it all out and just kind of enjoy life a little bit and slow down. We've been going for years. And yeah, so I'm in love with this. I absolutely love it. Good job, Mike and guys, in case they're watching my videos. I don't know who watches my videos anymore, but I'm finding out more and more people I know are watching them. So like I said, we will get the hardware for the door. We actually have it. He just has to install it, and then I'll find like a cute little chair to put there and get some plants hung up. And another thing he actually said that we can do is attach to the windows right here, like those little window baskets for flowers too. So we can put them on that side as well. And then just a walk around of it. We still have to do the raised beds. The raised beds are going to have the fruit trees. So we're really hoping to get that done, but it's going to be a lot of money in trees. But it's just going to be, I think I told you in a video, but I wasn't out here to show you, like from that fire rack going all the way out and then to there is just going to be raised beds to plant fruit trees and all different types of things in. So, and then that's the other side of it, 2 windows. And it's definitely going to hold a lot of heat, especially being against that wall right there, the retaining wall he built last year. So yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this. So yeah, not 100% completed, but pretty much there. Excited about all the things that we've been able to get done. And technically, as of right now, it's not even summer. So we got all these things done before summer. The only thing left is making the barn for the goats and all their stalls inside so they have a nice warm place to go into. And yeah, and the milk stand will end up being in there as well. So one project at a time, but we've got a lot knocked out. Anyway, here's the next clip. So it was time to give her her first bath. Like I said, she came from a barn with other goats, and I just wanted to have good biosecurity measures in place before integrating her with our animals outdoors. So she wasn't, I don't know, she just kind of laid there the whole entire time that I had bathed her, but she is done at this point. It took a lot of rinsing. Yeah, so I just want her used to me grooming her, because I see a lot of people with Great Pyrenees having to bring them to a groomer, and I really don't want to deal with that. I'd rather just do it myself. So I'd like to get her used to it now while she's little and being used to being handled this way, so that she cooperates and that it's not so difficult, because I have seen grooming videos with these dogs and they're really timid and they just seem a little bit intimidated by the whole process. So she's definitely getting lots of love here. She's so sweet. She let me blow dry her. I need to get a high velocity blow dryer, I think, for her. That'd be helpful. But she did let me use low heat with my blow dryer, and I definitely got her dried out and brushed out, and she is all clean and smelling so, so good at this point. I just wanted to get her really cleaned up, get her used to the idea of getting bathed. I know I've seen a lot of dogs, like especially livestock guardian dogs, they don't get their first bath for a long time, and then they're huge and they're intimidated and scared. And with their bite force, especially being more forceful than a pit bull, I definitely want to make sure there's no intimidation or skittishness about bath time or grooming. So I plan to do her nails next. They could use a little trim, and because her nails are like pretty much clear, I'm probably going to do them myself. I need to get her used to the labs, so I just gave them all a bone and tried to get them to kind of relax. I think my labs are really accepting of each other, but this one, Max, is actually a little bit more standoffish with Aspen than my labs. Copper and Ellie love dogs. They love new animals. They're used to new animals. They even like get along with our goats and our chickens, surprisingly. But Max needs to take to Aspen a little bit. So I'm going to slowly get them introduced with each other. I got questions. So I know this can go 50-50. And the thing is, I've seen a lot of YouTube channels where like they have Great Pyrenees, and the Great Pyrenees ends up being more of an indoor dog than an outdoor dog, which I don't know. I guess it's to each its own, but I do have a question in regards to that. So for any of you that have had livestock guardian dogs, my baby, who have had livestock guardian dogs, did they ever go in your house, or were they just immediately with the animals and that's it? Like that's where they were from day one. Obviously I've already had her in the house, because she needed a bath, and you can't bathe dogs with a hose here because they're just going to turn into a big mud bath. I've seen a lot of people who have Great Pyrenees where it's more of an indoor dog, and that's not what I want. All right, Max is really obnoxious right now with his barking. She's trying to follow me. Oh my gosh, she's the sweetest thing. Anyway, so like I said, I've seen it kind of 50-50 where people have their livestock dogs and they're indoors and they just kind of become like an indoor dog, and they're outside sometimes, but they're not with the animals all the time. So I guess that's my question. She's already been inside. I do want to get her socialized with my labs, so she does not ever see them as a threat to the animals when she's outside with them. Like I said, this has been something that has been in question for me for a couple years now since we bought our house getting a Great Pyrenees. I had went to other breeders in the past just asking questions, and they said because of the wildlife that you have there and her being a her or him, whoever you end up getting if you got a puppy, them being a puppy, you wouldn't really want them outside alone at night. And so that got me thinking, like, do I just bring her outside during the day and then bring her in at night? Or is that not good, and is that going to mess them up? Or do I just keep her, kind of kenneled for the night in a doghouse where she's like locked up? I know the point is to have them like be out on the property with boundaries, but obviously with her size, like she's coyote bait technically still, being a little puppy, and I know I gotta wait till she gets a little bit older for that. So drop it down in the comments below if you've had a Great Pyrenees before, what to do. Like I said, I'm torn because I don't want her getting used to being an indoor house dog. However, some people have made the point, well, if it gets really, really cold, like 2 years ago, we had a freak really cold day. It was like -50 degrees, 50, and you know, like in an instance like that, are they okay outdoors, or would you bring them inside? And then that goes to, do you ever get them used to being in your home? So if there's ever a situation where they need to be in the house, they're not like wild and out of control, they're kind of already used to it. I don't know. Channels that I watch, there's some that from the very first day, they have left the dog outside, even if it was a puppy, and other channels have brought them indoors. So I'm curious on the thoughts here of my viewers. If you've ever had a livestock guardian dog, what do you suggest from your experience? What works, what doesn't with that? Anyway, I'm gonna get her inside and get my animals put up for the night because it is dusk, and I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, take care and God bless.